Hello everyone, welcome to our Return to Moria survival guide. So if you are sick and tired of being poisoned and dying from poison, I'm right there with you. Luckily, there is a brew that you can take with you and drink if you have brew skin anyway, which I have a video on that. If you don't have brew skin yet, definitely watch that. But you can drink it and it will cure your poison and also prevent you from being poisoned again for a certain amount of time. And that is called Scour Pilsner. Huzzah, let's make some. So how do we get this recipe unlocked? You need to go down to the lower deeps and find some poisoned mushrooms. They're like, it's kind of like light greenish, I guess, mushrooms that, I mean, you'll find one pretty easy because you'll walk all over them and then they'll be like poisoning you all over the place. So you have to pick that up. And unfortunately, you will probably get poisoned in the process just because whenever you get too close, like your little poison bar goes up. So you need to pick one of those guys up and that will unlock the recipe for you. And if you have the brew kettle unlocked, this is where you're going to make it, the Scour Pilsner. And you can see that if you want to make this, it'll take 16 Kuzdul oat, 13 poison mushrooms, and 4 sunken moss. Now, sunken moss you can also find in the lower deeps, and it tends to spawn like in the watery areas. So keep an eye out in those areas for this specific ingredient here. And you also you do need a lot of poison mushrooms, which really sucks because like you might die a few times just getting this ingredient. So I always advise like get what you can. During your first outing, if you will. And then, oh, I have an under siege. Of course I'm being interrupted. And then, these guys are gonna be a little better off. Hello there. And once you have it, excuse me, get out of here. You are so inconsequential. Get up there. I always recommend that, like, if you are going back down to get more poison mushrooms, make sure that, like, you just have some of that Pilsner on you and then take it and then go, like, harvest a ton of poison mushrooms because they... Get your shield out, thank you. Because that way you're not, dying and you can collect quite a bit. So I would just say, like, before you run out of your Pilsner, your Scour, make sure that you just take the time to go stock up on poisonous mushrooms so you don't have to, like, keep killing yourself just to get that. I'm facing the guys with amazingness blades. Love that for me. I swear, it's always a busy time in Moria. Somebody's always after me. Oh, we got a big boy again. Yes, hello there. You know, guys, it's almost bedtime. It's dusk. Technically, I think that's like their morning. Oops. Alright, he's down. That guy's like out of energy because I've been out getting these poisonous mushrooms. No, you're not gonna run. You're gonna die. Alright, I'm gonna do some repairing now after all that. We'll get these later. But basically, after that very inconvenient interruption, we can see that we have what we need to make this guy. And like I said, just make sure that you take some of this with you after you brew it for the first time. And just go ahead and get like as much poisonous mushrooms as you can. Just so that you don't have to, be killing yourself to get this in the future. Now, I have to drain this because I have a goblet lager in here. So let's go ahead and craft this guy. So there we go. That'll craft. It takes a little bit, not as long as some of the other brews, but it takes a little bit of time. And I know that I'm out of mushrooms, so I'm gonna take my own advice. And when I drink this, I'm gonna go ham and get a bunch of poisonous mushrooms. Oh, my honey cakes are ready. Lovely. Well, let's just do a quick little cook some breakfast, go to sleep because it's nighttime, and then hopefully by the time that we wake up, that brew will be ready. And I'm gonna put it in our flask, our brew skin. Let's eat some breakfast here. Delicious, and then we'll just swap that out, put this here, there we go. It is ready. We can fill up our brew skin. There we go. And I'll just drink this so that you guys can kind of see what it all looks like. We'll have to sip this a few times. Gulp, gulp. There we go. So now we get this fortified status, which basically says that it'll cure any poison and prevents further effects of poison for a short time. But you can see it doesn't go like down super fast, so I would say just drink this right before you like head into like a little mushroom patch, and then just like run as much as you can to like each patch and get all the mushrooms that you can. I also recommend drinking this before doing like some of the goblin / orc outposts that are out there in the lower deeps, because they all have like poison weapons or poison claws or something. They're poisonous, so drinking this right before you fight, just make sure that you don't get that poison damage on you, because that doesn't go into your armor, that doesn't eat your armor, it goes right to your health. So they could be killing you even if you're defending yourself and your armor is on. So it's just a kind of a way to make sure that you're defending against that type of damage as well. So I think that's about it. So go ahead and make your Pilsner and have some delicious brew, and don't be poisoned anymore, because it's a pain in the butt. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.